Hey guys, welcome to Tots and Moms. My name is Kavita. In today's video, I'll show you how to make Gojju Avalakki, an authentic Karnataka dish this is, and most of the time this is like given in temples as prasadam. This is how I started to know it and started loving it. I have spent my childhood mostly in North India, and that's how maybe my mother never tried making it, but when she did, I really loved it. A super tangy and sweetish taste this has, and it has all the elements which is required for a cold season, especially to keep you warm. It comes with asafoetida, and it has this tangy flavor through tamarind and jaggery. All these are super essentials, and it comes with peanut, which is highly rich in protein and much required for the day's start, especially for the breakfast. That's why we add in nuts in our breakfast options, right? We don't even consider them an important aspect. We just think it is crunchy and it is nice, but you must know it is so nutritious. Nuts are a great way to start your day, to break the fast. Okay, too much of lecture. Let me dive right in, and let us all dive right in and see how to make a Gojju Avalakki, or tangy and sweet poha. Let's see the list of ingredients required to make this Gojju Avalakki or tamarind poha at first. Take a snapshot if required. I'm taking beaten rice or thick version of the same poha. I am transferring it to a blender jar, half of it at a time. What we have to do it is make a powder like rava. Okay, we do not have to make a fine powder at first. Just grind it for 1 or 2 turns at the mixer jar, and then give a twist again, and once done, transfer it to the jar. The second half also you can do the same. At first a coarse powder, and then into a slightly rava like powder, turn it, and then keep it aside. Now I have soaked tamarind. I'm adding little amount of water. Squeeze it into another bowl. So this is the tamarind pulp, and we have squeezed out and kept it ready. Now I'm adding the masala here, or the spices. This is sambar powder. This is gur or jaggery, which I have just crushed and added. You can use our Tots and Moms jaggery powder too. And this is turmeric. Salt as needed, and mix in all the ingredients until they blend well. Once done, we will add extra water, just as much as needed. For 3 cups of poha, I have added around 2.5 cups of water, including the pulp. It may come around 3 cups. So this mixture now goes into the rava which we have prepared out of poha, and we will blend it, we will give it a quick stir. You just have to mix it up until it's blended well, just that, and then we will rest it for a while. You can see it should not be too watery. This is the right consistency. You just have to rest it for 15 minutes. By then you can prepare the tadka. And if not, you can see. I'm just showing it a step before so that there is no confusion. After 15 minutes, this is how you can squeeze it out, and in your hands it will fluff up like this. Now the preparation of tadka. In a pan I am adding oil, some mustard seeds. This is so must in a lot of South Indian foods, especially Karnataka. We use this thinner version, smaller version of mustard seeds. Then goes in this groundnut. I have added more of it so that I can keep some aside, and at the end, if I want some more to munch on, I shall use it. So it's important to roast it well. Then we'll add in urad dal. This again is must in most of the tadkas we prepare. Fry it. Once they turn a little darker than they are, I am adding curry leaves now. Allow it to splutter. You can even add it in the beginning, but it becomes too dark brownish, so I added it now. And these are some red chilies. hing powder, asafoetida powder I'm adding now. This is again a must in most of vegetarian dishes in South India. And give it a quick stir. Now goes in the mixture we have prepared along with poha. Add in here and give it a stir. It is good time to cut this. It is good time to add coriander leaves now and mix it well carefully. It will not become too soggy. As you can see, these are nice in texture to have. And fresh coconut is what I love to add, but even it goes well with dry coconut. Some shredded dry coconut I have added. Optional, you can skip that too. Cover it with a lid. We will rest it for a while and then it is ready to serve. This goes well just like that. It tastes absolutely like puliyogre and better than that, I would say. I love this more than puliyogre, and this is good to be served with some curd as well. So here's our goju avalakki, or super tangy and sweet poha. It's easy to make any dish using poha or beaten rice because it does not consume a lot of time to cook. Now I have another recommendation for you for breakfast, vegetable paneer poha. Please check this. This is very easy to make, nutritious breakfast option. And I also have this fruit poha recipe for babies, which you can make in a jiffy and babies would love it. And if you're traveling, I have a recommendation to check instant soya poha cereal. So this is again something you can just mix it with hot water and serve your child, and a delicious one. And I'm sure you're loving our videos. Consider subscribing to our channel. Do check our organic baby food store, shop.totsandmoms.com. There are a lot of chemical-free cereals, instant mixes, multigrain mixes, our bestseller Kerala banana powder, dry fruit powder, you name it and you have it. Everything as good as homemade, and I'm sure you would love to buy something or the other. For older children, you can check pancake mixes or cookies, health drinks. So thank you again. I'll see you soon in yet another video. Till then, bye-bye.